Hi guys, the plan for today is to start swatching all of my supply, and for today I will start with my acrylics, and then I will do the other supply another day because as you see I have quite a few acrylics, and I am including also the ink. The idea is to separate in color family. So that I can actually understand the color that I have a lot of, that I don't have enough of, and maybe color that are the same. So I'm going to organize this, and I will use this Jackson paper. We did some swatching in the beginning, but I'm going to cut this up for another project. So I'm going from the back. I'm not in love with this paper, so I thought, yeah, it would be good for swatching. It will not show a perfect swatching, but yeah, for me the important things is to actually understand what I have, which color I have, which color I'm missing, which color I have too many of, and so that from now on I can buy with purpose. Okay, it took a while to organize everything, but I think I got it. So I separate in my white and neutral, like these Naples Flash or titanium, buff titanium, and I have the yellow here and the gold. I have the blue, my red. I have just one orange, so I put it with red, magenta, all this category. And I have black and a dark gray. I have my browns, and I like to keep the ochre in my browns because I feel like that's what I'm using it more intentionally. These are all my greens, and I have a gray green, so I decided to put it with these. And here I have some pink and a lilac, and I thought they would group well together. I'm just keeping my acrylic ink on the side because that is going to be a collection on its own, but from all this acrylic world I think I want to shrink it down so that I end up having just, you know, what I really need. I don't think I need all this yellow, to be honest. I don't need all this red. I definitely don't need all this big amount of blue. So here I have the gold, I don't know if I mentioned, and I join with the yellow. Okay, so I'm ready. I gonna swatch in starting from the white, and then I organize. So that's not the order I'm swatching. And yeah, and under each swatch I will write the brand, like this is Jackson Studio. So when I finish one of these I can just cross it from my swatch list, and then I'm a visual person, so in this way I can actually see what I ran out of, because maybe I love green, but I have a big bunch of green and maybe I don't have the green that I love, you know? So in this way, by actually seeing it in front of me on the paper, I can see what I need to buy and what I need to shrink down. Just realize I have 4 white. I don't know who needs 4 white in their life, but all right. Yes, I have a 4 white for some reason. I put the black Sharpie underneath so I could also see the opacity of it. yeah, I think it's going to be very, very useful for future choice, which one to get. And oh, too much. These two are good. I will write underneath the name of all of the brand. So I'm leaving this in order. So I had the Jackson Studio Artisa white, and now I'm having golden. So definitely I need to shrink my white collection. I think 2 are enough, because you never know if you run out of one, so you need to have at least 2 white. And the last one is Daler-Rowney. This is a more fluid acrylic, and I should probably put it in a collection on its own, but I thought that what I really like is actually the shape of the container. So maybe in the future, if I run out of this white, I can fill it up with another white. I'm not sure I shake it enough, but it's just for me to know that I have it. And then I'm going to add my 2 neutral, starting with Rosa Gallery. As you see, I don't mind mixing the paint. And this is a Naples Flash. And here on the side I'm having buff titanium from Daler-Rowney as well. This is the ACRYLICS professional line. It's a very pasty. It's beautiful, this color. I love this color. So good. Alright, I'm moving now to paint my yellow, and the first look I can already see that I have way too many yellow for the use I do. So definitely I need to work on reducing this, and yeah, I don't think I need to shop any more yellow for a while. This is Winsor & Newton Lemon Yellow. This is another Winsor & Newton professional acrylic, and is a warmer yellow. It's a Azo yellow medium. It's a nice deep yellow. I really enjoy using this color quite a bit. This is a tone of yellow that I prefer using a lot more in my art. Here we have a Pannon color. Is a Azo, okay, is a Naples yellow deep. Is a nice color. It's more like a pastel color. But this is another color that I do enjoy using quite a bit. Okay, I'm refusing to say this one, so you can read, guys. It's a yellow medium from Golden Benzimidazolone. Let's see the tone of yellow. It's also on the warmer side. And this very similar to the Azo yellow medium, probably just a tone different. So definitely I don't need 2 of them, so having just one of these will be enough. This is the professional line of Jackson acrylic, and the color is Aureolin U. And once again, it's just a tone different, but it's very similar. It has a little bit reddish because I think I have been mixing color straight in here in the past. But yeah, just a little bit different. I think those two are more similar, the azo yellow medium and the golden yellow medium, but this is very close as well. Another one from Jackson, but this is the studio line and is a cadmium yellow deep hue. Let's see if it's working from here. Yes. Alright, that's a much darker tone, so it's good to have this one. It's a darker tone compared to the other one. And then I have Daler-Rowney fluid acrylic. This is a lemon yellow as well. I love to use this one for mark making. So even if I don't use a lot of lemon yellow, but I am using quite a bit of this one because of the way it comes and how it's presented. Yeah, so definitely I don't need 2 lemon yellow. I can take one out of the equation. We're going to the So Flat paint. This is from Golden Bubble and is a Mars yellow deep. Those are matte acrylic paint, and I can see that it's a completely different tone of yellow. It looks more like a ochre brownish color. So definitely it's good to have this in my collection because it's completely different from any other one. So I can say like this, I have a lot of yellow, so and I will not be able to say this if I wasn't doing this swatching card. I will move now to the gold paint. I have 3 of those. This is Artisa. And then the other 2, this is unbranded. I bought it in Timo. And then I'll take, here I have the unbranded one. And it's a touch less transparent than the Artisa one. This from Artisa is quite transparent, isn't it? And I have this Motaro brand that I also bought in Timo. That is quite transparent, isn't it? Yeah, even more than the Artisa. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to continue with the ochre. I have this gold ochre from Rosa Gallery. Yellow ochre from Winsor & Newton. Alright, so I have 2 raw amber from Winsor & Newton and from Golden. So let's see if there is any difference at all. This is the Winsor & Newton, quite transparent. Let's check Golden. Much more matte and deep and opaque. I definitely like this one more. Wow. Same color but completely different result. This is from Jackson Professional line, and this is the Van Dyke Brown. Very deep as well, but may look similar, but actually is different from up close, so I'm happy to have both of them. Slightly different shade. The last sort of brownish color I have is the Burnt Sienna Opaque from Winsor & Newton. This is the Galleria. It's not a professional line. And there you have it. We finish our brownish sort of swatching. Alright, now that I have collected them, I think I can say I have too many red. But let's see which shades of red I'm having. This one I need to open. This is Jackson Studio and is a cadmium red hue. It's a nice bright red. We have a Naphtol Red Light. It feels a slightly deeper color. Here we have a much deeper color. It's a Permanent Alizarin Crimson. So totally different shade of red. Next up is from Jackson, and is a color that I really like. Is Indian red, and it's sort of a brownish red. So this can easily go on the brown. That I actually use it more as a brown than red. So beautiful color that I'm happy to have in my collection. Let's clean up. Here is another so flat color, is the red oxide, and I feel this one as well can be part of my brown color. Yeah, it can be more a brown than a red, so very happy to have this color also. And now we're moving more magenta kind of color. We have, let's do this deeper one. This is an alizarin crimson hue, and it's for golden, the open line. Too much. Very deep color. Okay, last two. We have this quinacridone magenta. This is beautiful for floral, definitely brilliant color. And Daler-Rowney is a processed magenta, so let's see the difference between these two. Have them next to each other definitely helps seeing the difference much more. If they are similar and I don't need to rebuy them once I'm done, or they each has their own. This more of a pinkish tone, is just like a slightly lighter than this, so they all have their reason to exist. The only orange we have is from Liquitex, and is a cadmium orange hue. Also more on the transparent side, but it's the only orange, so good to have it. Okay, I'm going to add in this row also my pinkish sort of color, and then I'll turn page and we do the greens and the blues. So I'm going with the violet. I have a violet light from Rosa Gallery. Ooh. And very opaque color, almost cover the writing. Very pretty. We have, I put the nuptial pink from Golden, the So Flat Line, which is this one right here. That's the brighter pink I have. Very, very opaque. Beautiful tone of pink. Love it. It looks more reddish in the camera, but yeah, it just came out more reddish in the camera, but no, it's more on the pink side. And I then add this Motaro line from Timo. Very, very soft light pink. I just cover the writing, it's okay. Okay, that's fine. I know who you are. I'll write you on top later. And I have the last one is a Maple Rose from Rosa Gallery. As you guys see, I have tons of different brand, and I actually like that. I love to mix brand and have a little bit from one and a little bit for another one. Very interesting rose, pink, isn't it? Very, very interesting pink. It's I like it. I like it. It's not a classic pink. It's very beautiful. So this is the first page. Maybe if I bring it close. I know the lighting is awful today, but bear with me, guys. All right. Now I'll wait the trees dry and then we turn page. All right, there's not much left to do. We have our greens and our blue and just a couple of black. I'll start with the pistachio color from Rosa Gallery. So I'm doing the greens first. You guys can see. And this is the lightest of greens that I own. And then I have from Daler-Rowney the Simply line, the very budget-friendly line. I have this leaf green that I can see I don't have a lot left in it, so there should be able to get through this one this year, but also it's very light bright green, so maybe I will miss this color in my collection, because I think then we go in quite dark, but let's see once they are next to each other. This is the Professional line of Winsor & Newton. This is a phthalo green blue shade. So quite an interesting color, isn't it? Bit on the transparent side. But yeah, definitely feels unique. Then I have fluid acrylic, system 3. Super weird, my camera shut down on its own. Anyway, I will say it is which color? Sap green from Daler-Rowney fluid acrylic system 3 line. Ooh. And this is also a very bright, transparent kind of green. So definitely they all are different and they all have their place. This is from Neocolor. It's a permanent green deep. Okay, yeah, it's quite different as well. From here it looks like the phthalo green, but no, it has its place. It's quite different. I'm curious to swatch this other one, opaque oxide of chromium. This is the professional line of Jackson, and as well it looks like a completely different type of green. Quite beautiful green, I have to say. I can see myself using this tone of green quite a lot. You can tone it down, you can make it a bit brighter and or a bit darker, so really interesting color. Then we have a olive green from Winsor & Newton. So it looks like the green line is actually very interesting. They all are quite different and all they have their place. At this point, I don't know if I should feel like I need to add another green to my line. I have a grey green from Flash, and I thought like I could just add it to this line. Yeah, because it's quite on the lighter side, so I thought it would work well in here. So I don't know if to consider this one a green or, well, right now it feels more of a dirty white, but yeah, this is a green gray, so definitely interesting line, this one. They all different, and probably I feel like it's good. It's a good line, it's a good interesting line. So now I'm moving to the blue line. Just watch is a royal blue color from Rosa Gallery. Then we have ultramarine blue, Winsor & Newton Professional. And actually, while I was writing this down, I realized I have 3 different ultramarine blue. Now I'm curious to see them side to side and see if they look any different. Or definitely this is a color that doesn't need to be replaced anytime soon. So the first ultramarine blue was from Winsor & Newton Professional line. Oh, this is stuck. All right. This is from the Simply line of Daler-Rowney, and it's a bit more on the transparent side because it's a very cheap, affordable line. I think I pay £1 for that, maybe. Let me see if I have to go inside. Yeah, I have to open it. There is such a tiny hole that it dries up really quickly all the time. This is a student line from Jackson, and yeah, it's quite nice and thick, as well as the professional line from Winsor & Newton. So those two are very similar. This one is more transparent. And then we have a nice cerulean blue as a fluid acrylic. Actually, those ones should need to be shaken. I think I didn't shake the green one. That's such a pretty color. and definitely unique in my collection. I don't think I have anything similar to this. Jackson Cobalt Blue Hue. The problem with the acrylic, and if you don't use them often, the lid gets stuck. Another different type of blue. Very interesting to see them close to each other. And then we have two phthalo blue, one from Golden, one from Winsor & Newton, but they're actually different because this one is a green shade. My baby is playing in the background. This is a green shade. I don't see the green, but it's a green shade. And Winsor & Newton is a red shade. All right. Maybe I can see the difference, but it's very, very light different. Honestly, I don't know. They look quite the same on the camera. This is maybe a tone darker. So the only thing I have left as acrylic is a Payne's Gray and 2 Mars Black. So let's do that. I'll start with the Payne's Gray from Pannon Color. And these two really tend to get stuck. Sometimes, even if I don't need to use it, I have to go and open. So very dark Payne's Gray, very moody, with a little bit of a blue still on my brush, but that is okay. Same for Winsor & Newton too, but they tend to get stuck. Let me see if I can wash my brush a little bit better. This is a very, very pasty kind of black, very pasty. And I have the last one from Jackson Studio. Let me see if this is working. Yes, it's working. Need to clean my brush. I should change the water at this point, but for the last one I won't be changing it. Yeah, so it's a bit more normal consistency of the acrylic. This is much thicker, but yeah, here our acrylic. Now I will be swatching the, I don't know why I close it, they're still wet. Okay. Okay, I made a mess. Okay, I'm swapping to voiceover for this one, just to say that I am doing this acrylic ink on a different page because I know I want to have an entire collection of them. I use them in a different way, so definitely they need to be on their own page because I will add more of these. And yeah, I tried to save the page, but I made a big mess of it. That's okay, the color will still be visible on the top. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click the like button on your way out, and I'll see you our next swatching session. Bye guys.